morning, it's Wednesday, November 13, 2024. Mental health is real. Seek help. End the stigma. On the news this morning, stakeholders react to appeal court special panel on Rivers political crisis. Rivers Flood Committee calls for dredging of Orashi River. Federal government set to begin payment of pension backlog. On the foreign scene, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump appoints billionaire businessman Elon Musk to lead team. I'm Ifechu Kumoyela with news. We're going on a short commercial break. The appeal court to hear all appeals relating to the political dispute in Rivers State is still generating comment. An APC stakeholder in the state, Prince Adeleke, says there would not have been a need for a special panel if Governor Fubara had followed the constitution. Speaking on Nigerian 4FM's Hard Fact, Dr. Adeleke acknowledged that the political crisis started following the alleged defection of Martin Amihule and 26 other lawmakers to the APC and the declaration of their seats vacant instead of waiting for the outcome of court rulings on the matter.
They wish to defect. We are happy that they want to come into our own house. We keep doing everything. We did not get them because what they were supposed to do, they did not do. The governor went away from the norms. There is no place in the constitution where it is given in the portfolio of the governor to declare a house of assembly because of defection persona non grata. How? They have their functions. Let them do their functions. Whether they want to defect or not, the case is in court. Let us wait for the determination. And when the determination comes, from there you cease to recognize them.
On the spot, an economist, God's Power Ebono, said the political crisis in Rivers State would not have escalated if Governor Fubara had implemented the peace agreement reached in Abuja last year.
Problem in Rivers politics today is between Governor Siminalayi Fubara and himself, because he is the one that is supposed to reconcile everyone. Ab initio, you recall how the whole reconciliation issue came up when the president called the meeting, and he walked out of that meeting and came and told Rivers people that he would pay every price for peace to reign in Rivers State, and everybody was happy. And I believe that if he has executed that, followed it squarely, and implemented that squarely without bringing in unnecessary sentiments, wouldn't that be where we are today? You should retrace his step back.
In the meantime, some lawyers in Port Harcourt have been speaking on what constitutes disobedience of court judgment amid the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State. A lawyer, Achinike Williams Wobodo, tells correspondent Obiorewari that Governor Fubara's appeal to the Supreme Court is not an excuse for the governor to fail to present the 2024 appropriation bill to the Martin Amihule-led Rivers State House of Assembly.
obvious that the governor has violated several court orders. A high court makes an order directing you to do a particular thing. You file an appeal, and the court of appeal refuses to stay the order that the high court has made. More so, when you have brought an application before the court to say, take this order, and the court refuses to stay that order, do you have any other reason not to obey it pending your appeal? The court of appeal has also delivered judgment, and the judgment of the court of appeal is saying that Federal High Court was right in the orders that it made.
Mr. Williams Wobodo also spoke on the differences between the current Federal High Court ruling which stopped funds to the Rivers State government and a Supreme Court ruling involving Lagos State government where it was decided that the president cannot cut off a state allocation.
The Supreme Court held that Obasanjo had no powers as the president to make that directive stopping the allocation of local government in Lagos State. This is different, completely different from the situation we have in Rivers State. The situation we have in Rivers State is that the Rivers State House of Assembly went to court challenging the CBN to say us which the federal government has allocated to us, which is in your custody. Stop releasing it because we have not budgeted how it should be used. We have not made appropriation laws on how it should be spent. And the court says, yes, I agree with you that how are they the same?
Meanwhile, another lawyer, Henry Ikine, who believes the governor has not disobeyed any court orders, urged the judiciary to address conflicting judgments.
Some ambitious litigant goes on some form of forum shopping, gets another order on the same subject matter from another court, and then you now allege that that citizen or that authority or that governor who is complying or obeying with an order of court is obeying the order of the later court. That would be unwieldy, and that's why we condemn the almost apparent situation in political matters where courts and judges are making conflicting orders on the subject matter.
Mr. Ikine argued that the judiciary and legal professionals have contributed to the worsening crisis and explained why the governor should not be blamed.
So a constitutional duty to prepare an appropriation bill and lay it before a House of Assembly. So whoever alleged that the governor disobeyed any court order should be the one to answer or say what court order. So to the best of my knowledge, I haven't quite seen which of the orders of court directly mandating the governor one step or another that the governor has not complied with. And again, when there are conflicting decisions, it's not the fault of the governor of the state. It is a thing that I think is a problem that the judiciary has got to solve.
Now, away from that, it's been 3 months since 12-year-old Favour Oluwaseyi was abducted from around her home in Elelewa River State. Her devastated father, Ogusinasi Oluwaseyi, tells crime correspondent Emekotoka how she was taken shortly after she left the house with a neighbor. Mr. Oluwaseyi, however, pleaded for public assistance in reuniting with his daughter. Reacting to this, the public relations officer of the River State Police Command, SP Grace Iringekoko, said efforts are on to ensure that the child regains her freedom. And now, River State Committee on Flood Management and Prevention Committee says it is monitoring to ensure that relief materials get to flood victims in affected communities. The Deputy Governor of the state, Ngozi Odu, who is also the chairman of the committee, made this known to newsmen while speaking on the stage and activities of the committee.
Actually, there was somewhere we went and they were shouting, they won't give us. So we had to tell them this thing must get to where it is supposed to. We have actually asked them to give us what? They've given us the first phase one. They give us reports of what is going on, what their own interventions are, and what they've utilized our material. So definitely by the end of the month, we'll get a report on our own, from our own monitoring. We have also asked them to give us their own report. We'll see whether the two reports corroborate in terms of the data we'll get back from them.
Professor Odu said the committee will recommend that the federal and state government will collaborate to dredge the Orashi River.
We interacted with the people and they also told us what they think that can help going forward. They told us when we interacted with them that the Orashi River, where there is no flood, is not so shallow now that children can walk across that. The government could dredge the creek. If that creek is dredged, the water will flow down to the river to connect the river going on Orashi. When that happens, the least rain pushes the water back into the community. So of course that will be part of what we'll be recommending when we do our report, that there is the need to dredge the river so that it can absorb the volume of water that comes.
Still to come, federal government to begin payment of pension backlog. Stay with us. You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The Rivers State chapter of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors says it has elected new executives to lead the organization. The newly elected officers are Baridile Bara as chairman, Olubenga Fatbohunda as vice chairman, Mariam David West as secretary general, Eze Promise as publicity secretary, Imawele as assistant secretary general, Itekena Gladstone Abana as treasurer, Micah Elechi as financial secretary, Alali George as internal auditor, Amina Samuel JA as council representative, CIWAZ as ex-official 1, and UE Ajie Emnes ex-official 2. Speaking shortly after receiving his certificate of return, the chairman, Baridile Bara, expressed his commitment to build on past achievement and advance the institution. He called on members for their support in carrying out the institution's objectives.
We use the first annual for physical development, but this one now we have to consolidate on ethical practice, because we found out that the public particularly don't know who surveyors are, our members and all that. Everybody signs plan for them. Fake plans that we are seeing all over the place is because they do not know where to get information from as regards who are qualified surveyors in the state. And we will start that by launching our webpage, which is already on www.nrosriverstate.com.
Mr. Lebara also highlighted the institution's readiness to partner with the Rivers State government to tackle flooding issues affecting parts of the state.
If you use services of surveyor, if you want to do any developmental project in any area, you will need what we call a topographic survey of that area. So that ab initio, it can enable you to know where you will channel your flooding toe, drainages and all that. And you find out that most of the roads we see being constructed, there is no topographical study about that area which the project is passing through. So as a result, you see roads that have been newly constructed being flooded. So if some services of the surveyor are being sought, used, then you cannot have flooding anywhere.
Moving on, the chairman of Echin local government area, Uzodimma Nwafor, has commissioned the Simplified Simplicity Movement Secretariat. Dr. Nwafor, while commissioning the secretariat at Okehi, said his administration will ensure that Echin people work and ensure Governor Siminalayi Fubara's name is a household name in the area. He urged members of the group to avoid using the platform to disorganize or cause disunity among other support groups for the governor.
Coming from this family, we must make sure that all news and cleaner of Echin belong to Sir Siminalayi Fubara. Do not use this platform to disorganize or bring disunity to any other outfit of our dear governor. Make sure we come together and prove to the world that we are ready for the battle. The Abuja-based politicians can never deceive us again. Today, the youth have taken the bull by the horn, and no evil plan of whatsoever can behead us.
Dr. Nwafor also promised to reconnect 6 communities in Echin with power supply. Today,
we are ready and have made 100% certification award to reconnect from Okumoko, Egwi, Olapa 1 and 2, Apokabi, OK 1 and 2, Ibodo, which is Umine and Umohe, with immediate effect. The contractor have assured me that by latest first week of December, the 6 communities involved will be reconnected with immediate effect. So I thank you once again and also plead that you should be very courageous. Every work comes with hard work. When you are mentioning the name of Siminalayi Fubara, he has saved me and you.
A stakeholder of the Simplified Simplicity Movement, Rhoda Walozie, said the project will drive development. Our correspondent reports that the Echin local government chairman also donated 1 million naira to the Simplified Simplicity Movement in Echin. Meanwhile, the chairman of Echin local government area, Uzodimma Nwafor, says he has awarded the contract for the electrification of 6 communities in the area. Dr. Nwafor made this known when a social-cultural organization of Echin ethnic nationality, Obake Echin Worldwide, paid him a visit at the council secretariat in Okehi on Monday. He promised Obako Echin that he will do his best, restating his commitment to the development of Echin.
They gave me their fatherly advice and blessings for we to fast track and see that Echin is being developed. I promised them of doing my best to Echin local government. Moreover, the issues they itemized, it's already in my work plan to execute. Mostly the electrification of 6 communities, which include Okumoko, Egwi, Olapo 1, Olapo 2, Apokabi, OK 1 and 2. Ibodo. In that Ibodo, we have 2 communities that will get the lights, Imuminge and Umohe. I have also awarded the contract.
On the spot, the President General Obake Echin Worldwide, Charles Wonwala, said the group came to congratulate the Echin chairman on his election victory. He advised him to create wealth for the Echin people.
He's educated, he's experienced, and he's exposed, and is an embodiment of humility who understands the problem of an average Echin man. So we advise him to start investing on cottage industries. These cottage industries will ensure that the raw materials which are produced by the rural populace are used to produce goods and services. By so doing, he's creating wealth, creating employment opportunities for the rural folks.
In other news, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, says all outstanding pension arrears will soon be paid by the federal government. The minister made the commitment when retirees from Nigeria's contributory pension scheme staged a protest at the Federal Ministry of Finance in Abuja. Addressing the crowd, Mr. Edu disclosed that of the 88 billion naira budgeted for pension arrears in 2024, 22 billion naira had already been disbursed. He assured the retirees that the remaining funds will be paid by the end of the year, with disbursements set to start next week. We go on another short commercial break.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
And now President Bola Tinubu has returned to Abuja, Nigeria, after attending the extraordinary Joint Arab Islamic Summit in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The presidential airplane touched ground at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport at about 8 p.m. on Tuesday. On the international scene, billionaire businessman Elon Musk has been made head of a new Department of Government Efficiency by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, the latest appointment to his emerging new team. Now, Mr. Trump says the billionaire businessman will co-lead the organization with former Republican primary candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. On the news this morning, you heard stakeholders are reacting to the appeal court's special panel on Rivers' political crisis. Rivers Flood Committee is calling for the dredging of Orashi River. The federal government is to begin payment of pension backlog. And on the foreign scene, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has appointed billionaire businessman Elon Musk to lead a top team. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyali. Many thanks for listening.